Hello everyone, my name is Elvis Geissler, and I'm an assistant educator at the Shield Museum. I am a student at Appalachian State University going for a major in geology with a concentration of paleontology. Now, a lot of people would, speculate what actually killed off the dinosaurs. There's actually a lot of evidence behind the actual asteroid impact. How do we know this? Well, back in the early 90s, there was even a crater that was discovered around the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Now, it was estimated that the asteroid that created this crater was actually this possibly around the size of Mount Everest. Now, imagine that coming down. Oh no! So as you can see here, I have a vial. Now, this vial has different layers, as you can see. Both represent different parts of Earth's history. Now, the very bottom is actually the late Cretaceous, other known as the last time over the age of dinosaurs. And the very top is actually the early Paleocene, other known as the beginning of mammals, or the age of mammals also as well. But as you can see, there's this very distinct layer, this very dark layer here. This is known as the extinction layer, or of course a KT or a KPG layer as well. Now, this vial was found in North Dakota of USA. And you can actually find this distinct layer all throughout the world, even in Italy as well. Now, the thing is that this layer, as you can see, actually contains this element called iridium. Now, iridium is actually very rare on Earth. You can only find it in specific locations. You can also find other things such as tektites. Now, you're probably wondering, Elvis, what is a tektite and all of this? Well, tektites are actually glassy orbs that are formed from a major impact. You can even find these at a nuclear impact out in the desert as well. Another thing you can also find is shocked quartz and other shocked minerals. Now, the reason why they're shocked is because a severe impact has occurred. It would have been powerful enough to actually blow out your eardrums, even being here at the Shield Museum. So it's pretty crazy to think about how destructive this impact would have been. Not only did this cause a climatic change, because what happened is when all this debris was flung up into the Earth's atmosphere, all this soot, all this other stuff as well, a lot of it, of course, rained back down like the tektites, but a good portion of it would have stayed in the Earth's atmosphere. Now, due to that, it would have stayed in the Earth's atmosphere for even around past 10 years. And due to this, what it would do, it would act like a mirror. It will basically block out the sun's UV light and heat from reaching the Earth's surface. So basically think about the Earth's conditions after the impact, like a nuclear fallout possibly. And it'll be very dark, it'll be really cold, and the global temperatures would have dropped about significantly actually, around 35 to 40 Celsius. Now, this is pretty significant, even being during the time of the late Cretaceous, because Earth's climate was actually much warmer than it actually is today. The thing is, a lot of animals wouldn't be able to adapt to this severe change. And so this also led to, of course, the drop of populations of other organisms. Another thing is that the drop in the food chain. Now, due to this is, of course, the UV light's not reaching to the plants. And so the plants, they're not going to get their energy from the sun. And so not only that, but the herbivores that eat the plants, they're also going to die because their main food source is being, of course, wiped out. And also, not only they're going to be dying out, is that other animals, like, of course, T-Rex, for example, they're not going to be able to feed on the herbivores because the herbivores are being killed off because they're not getting the food from the plants. So, of course, the carnivores are going to die out as well. So, of course, we can really see a severe drop in the food chain and even a collapse into it as well. So this is also a really good reasons for why 75% of all life went extinct. Another thing to think about is, of course, marine life. They were significantly impacted because not only because of the food chain, but also that the oceans were actually polluted after the impact. Because when the asteroid occurred, it released stuff like sulfur into the waters. And of course, this is very toxic for many creatures. And this would, of course, lead to extinction of other animals. So basically, all of our non-avian dinosaurs, they all went extinct, which is, of course, like Triceratops, T-Rex, and Montosaurus. They're all dead, unfortunately. Also, other creatures like, pterosaurs, or some people call them pterodactyls, they also went extinct. Also, marine creatures like mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, they went out, and even ammonites were all killed off as well. Basically, any creature that was larger than a dog would have been completely wiped out due to these conditions. And due to this extinction, mammals were actually one of the survivors. And of course, Earth today is, very well populated with mammals, and also one of the most dominating creatures on this planet.